have this video where I did a comparison between Yango, Uber, and Bolt, which was formerly called Taxify, and we compared those three apps according to their prices that they charge, according to the ride types available, the duration it takes to get a ride, and the support system. And today I want to show you at least 2 or 3 ways where Yango excels, okay, and beats Uber and Bolt. Now, the first way is when you're on the Yango app and you order a ride, you actually get the option to order another ride. So, assuming we went to the beach and then my sister is going to Peshi, but I'm going to Ashoman Estates and we are at Labadi Beach, I wouldn't want to sit in the same Yango or Uber or Bolt ride and then go to Teshi and then from Teshi come to Ashoman Estate. So I want to take a ride for my sister on my phone and then pay for her and then monitor as well. And then I want to also be able to order a ride for myself to Ashoman Estate. Okay, now with Uber and Bolt, I haven't seen that option yet. But with Yango, if you order a ride now, even once you're on that ride, you can still order another ride for somebody, and I think that is excellent. Now, the second feature which I really like about the Yango app is that thing that they keep saying on their YouTube adverts, right? Starting from 2 cedis. Now, this is really important because if the starting price is 2 cedis, it means that the minimum you can pay is 2 cedis. Okay, and if Uber's starting price is 5 cedis, it means that the minimum you can pay is 5 cedis. So it doesn't really matter if you are going, let's say, a 200-meter distance, but you don't want to walk, you want to take a ride. Uber is going to charge you a minimum of 5 cedis, Bolt is going to charge you a minimum of 5 cedis, but Yango has reduced theirs to 2 cedis. What that means is you can actually book a ride and then come back with that same ride and pay far less than you would have paid on Uber and Bolt. So now let me explain. Now, I was going to the Ways Yango office at Ecomog, and Ways Yango is the company which makes these hoodies that I've been wearing in my videos to cover my face. And I was at Hartru. So when I booked, it was 2 cedis to the destination, okay, and it was about 2 kilometers away from where I was standing. Now, I also searched the same thing on Uber and then on Bolt, and they were giving me prices of like 7 cedis and then 6 cedis respectively. Okay, so the advantage that you get from using Yango is your minimum starting price. So what I did was, because their office is in sort of an isolated area, I asked the driver not to end the trip but to wait for me. So I went there and I went to try on many different clothing, yeah. And then I bought what I wanted to buy. I spoke to them for a long time, like let's say 10 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever. And then I came back to the same ride. And then the driver took me back to my pickup point where I picked it. And when we got there, the charge was 9 cedis. Okay. Now, if this was Uber or this had been Bolt, I requested and it was 7 cedis, okay, and I got to my destination and the driver left and I requested it again going back. It'll probably be the same 7 cedis, so I would have paid 14 cedis or even more, especially if I had asked the driver to wait for me the way he did. But because it was Yango and the minimum price was 2 cedis, I felt comfortable asking the driver to wait for me. And so in those 2 ways, I think Yango is better than Uber. Of course, Yango doesn't have a lot of drivers, so it takes a longer time when you request, especially now that they have introduced a fixed pricing policy, which to me is good for the customers or the riders or the passengers, but it doesn't really help the drivers because the drivers feel cheated already because the prices are really low. And apart from that, now riders can book a ride and they can stop somewhere in the middle of the ride, have a conversation, get a drink, watch a movie, continue the ride and still pay the same amount, which is like the traditional taxi that we are used to. The drivers feel insulted, the passengers are excited. So in at least those 2 or 3 ways, the third one being a bit dicey, controversial, I don't know what you make of it. For me, it's cool for the passengers, but I'm trying to be objective here. So I'm also thinking about the drivers, and I think it's not a win-win situation, but let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Which ride-hailing app do you use most? Is it Uber because of the speed with which you can get a ride when you order? or is it Bolt because it's way cheaper than Uber within short distances, or is it Yango which has like the minimum starting price which is cheaper than the other two that I've mentioned. And I did a really long comparison video between these three apps, so you can watch that one in the card above. I'll link it there. You can just watch it. I compared based on price, based on the user interface and the user experience, based on the support that they offer, based on the card types available. It's a really detailed review. So if you want to do a detailed review or watch a very detailed review, not the short one, you can watch that video and share your comments and opinion about that as well. And if you enjoyed this video, it will mean a lot to me if you shared it with your friends on social media. You can also follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook. I'm more active there because I post twice a week here on YouTube, but then I post like almost every day and interact on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. My life, okay, not just tech stuff, but the food I eat and stuff like that. So if you really want to get closer, more intimate, and have a conversation about some of these things, let's connect on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Let's also connect in the comments section. All right, thanks for brother. Ghana is the company which creates these hoodies that I've been wearing to cover my face in my videos that you are all complaining about. See, when I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'll do my face review. I'll do my face review. Okay.